Recent months have seen a dramatic escalation in regional tensions, particularly between Iran and the US. This shift has been marked by a series of unusual and unprecedented attacks, specifically targeting American military installations across the Middle East. 13 bases have been severely damaged or completely destroyed in these assaults, forcing a rethink of how U.S. troops operate in hostile environments. The timeline of these attacks began in late February and extended into March 2026. Iranian missile and drone strikes painted a troubling new picture for American military presence in the region. The bases impacted included key locations in Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Iraq. Let's break this down a little. In Kuwait, several important facilities were hit. For example, at Port Shuaiba, an Army operations center was destroyed, resulting in the tragic loss of 6 U.S. troops. At Ali Al Salam Air Base, structures housing aircraft suffered significant damage and personnel were injured in the chaos. In addition, Camp Buring felt the brunt with critical fuel and maintenance facilities being impacted. Jumping over to Bahrain, the U.S. Fifth Fleet headquarters was also targeted. Communications equipment was struck by an Iranian drone, highlighting the unrelenting focus on disrupting U.S. military capabilities. In Saudi Arabia, Prince Sultan Air Base faced a similar fate, with essential communications gear and refueling tankers rendered inoperable. Further afield in Qatar, Al Udeid Air Base, a crucial hub for U.S. operations, saw its early warning radar system compromised. But perhaps the most alarming was the assaults in Iraq, where Ain al-Assad Air Base became a target for multiple ballistic missiles, and the Erbil facility endured a swarm of drone attacks. Each of these incidents emphasizes a shift toward a more aggressive Iranian military strategy in the region. Now, the operational impact of these strikes has been staggering. With bases devastated, thousands of American troops have found themselves needing to abandon their installations, adapting in real time to fight from makeshift locations. Think hotels and office buildings instead of fortified military posts. This unconventional deployment is like trying to win a major war while working remotely, which is a challenge that dramatically changes the landscape of military engagement. On the financial front, the price of these attacks is steep. Early estimates suggest that roughly $800 million in damage was inflicted on U.S. infrastructure within the first 2 weeks alone. It's critical to understand the ramifications of this. While Pentagon officials assert that military campaigns continue, the damage to radar systems and communications means the U.S. is operating more cautiously and with decreased capability. In conclusion, the recent attacks by Iran mark a significant turning point in the Middle East, rendering crucial U.S. bases uninhabitable and forcing a shift in operational tactics. The implications extend far beyond the immediate destruction. They signal a recalibration of U.S. military strategy in the region. As we will explore in our next episode, the long-term ramifications of these assaults could alter the geopolitical landscape for years to come. Thanks for joining the Fortune Factor podcast.